Hi, it's Alice, and I'm back with a market update for the Victoria Real Estate Board for August 2024. And yes, I'm in my backyard again. I am spending as much time with my bees as possible before it becomes winter time. So I'm living here now. I live here now. But anyways, let's get into the numbers and talk about what's going on in the real estate market and what you can expect if you're shopping or selling in this market. Let's go. So for the sales in August, they were, surprise, surprise, the same as last August. So there were 545 sales that went through in this August, and last year there was 544. So there's one more this year, but basically the same. We had 1,043 new listings come to the market, which is down 4.75% versus last year. And I'm not sure why that is lower. It's not too different, but it's just a little bit slower on the listing front. And at the end of August, we had 3,191 active listings on the market, which was up 28% versus last August. And we know this is the same story, so it's increasing. A broken record at this point. The benchmark home price for single-family homes in the Victoria Core is $1.287 million, and that is down 3% versus last year at the same time. And the sales were down 7.7%, so there was 252 units sold in August. And then you all want the average, so let's do the average. The average was $1.275 million, and that is down 6.5% versus last year. For condominiums, the benchmark home price is $559K, roughly, and the price of that is down 2.9% versus last year at the same time. So they're down a little bit. The sales are up 10.4%. There was 181 units sold in the month of August, and the average is $597,000, and that is down 3.5% versus last year. Now let's talk about my experience, boots on the ground in the market in Victoria. So who's buying? In my market, typically first-time home buyers, actually, and people doing lateral moves. For investors, I do not have a large collection of people looking to buy investment properties. It's mainly people intending to occupy. But yeah, a lot of first-time buyers have been bugging me, and they're making the move to get in the market. So it's actually been really nice to see. But yeah, nothing dramatic. No people abusing the market for economic gain. It's really just people looking for a home to live in. As far as how the market conditions have been, in my opinion, it's very balanced. If you've been watching my channel for a while, I've been doing videos for quite a while. I've been licensed since 2017, so when I got in the market, I started in a time when there was bidding wars, and I've been through many other times when there's been bidding wars, and I have to say this is the most balanced market I've seen in my entire career in real estate, so I'm loving it. I think it's amazing. And on the listing side, as long as you're priced pretty well, it's really not too bad. The showings are average, I would say. It's not super busy, but things are still moving. And for the buying side, again, it's fantastic, and it's, how do you put it? There's a lot of room on both sides to negotiate and to have really peaceful transactions. It's just people are being very reasonable right now, and there's room on both sides to get, the best terms for what you need. It's good on both the buying and selling side. And I will say, if you don't know me by now, if it sucked, I would say so. I would be very honest with you on that front, but no, it's been very good. Also today, Bank of Canada reduced the policy rate to 4.25%, which I think everybody knew was coming, and apparently they're going to keep doing that, so we'll see. But I don't see it meaning anything bad for the actual real estate market itself. It probably, if anything, will increase the activity slightly. But yeah, they found that the inflation in July was around 2.5%, which is getting close to their goal of 2%, so Bank of Canada decided to reduce, and yeah. So we'll see. Most people that I'm seeing get approved are sitting around 4.5% to 5%. So that's just the average that I'm seeing. Some people have been finding variables more expensive than fixed, but I think it depends person to person. As far as the interest rate cuts increasing the market activity so much to create bidding wars, probably not. I will note that the past couple offers that I have written have been competing offers, so you might see that a bit more if you are on the buying side, that you might be competing, and it's nothing extreme. It's just you might need to come up a little bit in price above the asking price. But I do feel like a lot of those times it's because they're underpricing on purpose to try and get more activity. But I've said that before many times. People still do that. So in news around real estate and around us, the government has clamped down on immigration. They're going to be reducing numbers of temporary workers. Not that I think that that's going to change much. I think it's already kind of affected the real estate market as much as it will. You're also seeing the Government of Canada workers being ordered back to the office, which I'm sure they're not very happy about. But it seems like they're trying to bring people back into those urban centers where the offices are. I don't know if that'll have much of an effect, but it is what it is. And also, if you were watching the Toronto market, the new home prices have actually dropped from the peak price 18%, which I found really interesting. We're not seeing those types of drops here, obviously, but they are suffering in the new construction over there. Also, the condos, and since the peak, they dropped 22%. Anyways, that's all I've got for you. It's not a very interesting market on our side. I wish I could do like those YouTube covers where like people are like, and then there's flaming houses in the background, you know, on like all those YouTube channels. But I'm not going to fearmonger because I feel like that's not my experience. Honestly, if it was that bad, I would tell you guys. But it's just very balanced and very easy to buy and sell right now. Maybe the selling side takes a little bit longer, but people are still doing it. So I don't know. Maybe one day it will be that dramatic and I will do one of those covers because I do love the drama. But that's all I've got for this month. And anyways, I hope you have a great September and I hope you get in some exciting stuff while we still have some sunshine. And I'm going to go play with my bees. So have a good month. Listen, if you're still here, clearly we're best friends and you want to see my bees. I'm picking up what you're dropping. So let's go look. Let's just go look. Okay, let's go sneak up on them. These are my flowers. I've given my bees lots of flowers to sniff at, and they neglect them, and it really is disappointing. I even gave them bee balm, and they hate it. Or they're totally indifferent, but here they are. Good morning, ladies. Hello. My husband got stung pretty bad on his ankle. It swelled up like a baseball. So what I'm doing right now is very brave. But I've heard that bees, I don't know if this is true, this is like, you know, a kludge fact. Apparently bees can recognize faces, and after they have had a bad altercation with you, they'll remember you. And I think that that's what they've done with my husband. So they sting him because they remember him. I don't know, but they like me, so we're going with it. I low-key have been trying to get people in my family to put bees on their property, but we'll see. But I'll show you something I built for the bees to feed them so that things wouldn't steal their sugar water. So let's have a look. So I built a hive top feeder to feed my bees. Right now what we're working on is feeding the bees to get them ready for winter, basically. So in the winter the bees will live up to about 4 months or so, and we want them to be really healthy. So I built a hive top feeder. So this is metal mesh, and you can see the bees in there. And so we feed them their sugar water solution with supplements through these jars, so other wasps can't come steal them. And eventually I might put a little pollen patty here, but it's working pretty well so far. So yeah, they're happy little bees, and they're getting ready for their winter time.